whales landed. He's played that song. Breaking the news, Hall of Fame on the line. With Connie's recipes, the stars align. He's the flame that never dies, a barbecue hero with fire in his eyes. Get in the smoke, let the fire take hold. Raise your lighter, stories told. Barbecue thunder, the spotlights glow. Rocking the pit on the barbecue show. From Bomb City Nights to the world stage, the legend of Rempe will never fade. Crank it louder, feel the heat. Barbecue anthems forever sweet. Get in the smoke, yeah, the fire won't die. With central lights cheering, the flames reach the sky. Raise your glasses, let the whole world know we're rocking forever on the barbecue show. Get in the smoke, let the fire take hold. Raise your lighter, stories told. Barbecue thunder, the spotlights glow. Rocking the pit on the barbecue show.
Hi, this is Gene Acasella from Port St. John, Florida, and you're listening to the Really Big Barbecue Central Show.
Start the game! Let's go!
We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
So to get that perfect barbecue, you use wood. Are you sure it's safe? Whatever. We put the lighter fluid on, strike your match, and oh! Should we call the fire department? That might be a good idea.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Really Big Barbecue Central Show. This is the show where we talk about all things that are important in the world of barbecue and grilling. The show is originating from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame city, Bomb City, USA, Cleveland, Ohio, the barbecue capital of the North Coast. I am your program host, Greg Rempe. Happy to have you aboard here on your Tuesday evenings, a live fire fun and frivolity show. If you would like to get in contact with the show this evening, or you would like to follow the show during off-show hours, here's how you do all that.
You can get in touch with the show by sending an email to Greg at bbqcentralshow.com. Follow us on all the social media channels at BBQ Central Show. And be sure to subscribe to the show podcast feed on your favorite podcast platform.
Anything else you want to find out about the show this evening can be found at the main website, thebbqcentralshow.com. And here's what's happening on the show this evening. Coming up in about 12 minutes from now, it is the first time in a couple years, and that's a shame. And that's my fault. But he's back, he's better than ever, and he's fresh not only from a trip to Japan, and you probably think I'm talking about Sam the Cooking Guy, but I'm not. He's also freshly the champion of the most recent season of BBQ Brawl on Food Network. Our pal, Bob Trudnak, joining the show. So we'll learn all about how his life has changed since winning BBQ Brawl, if perhaps the trip to Japan somehow snowballed on the heels of said win on BBQ Brawl. Did you know that Bob also continues to sell extremely delicious barbecue rubs and sauces and some pizza sauce and other seasonings? He does. So we'll talk about that as well. So looking forward to catching up with our pal Bobby T in just a few minutes. And then after Bob, we will move 35 past the first hour, where we will find a barbecue Hall of Famer and a guy many consider to be the best that has ever done it in competition barbecue. I just know him as Darren Warth from Iowa's own Smokey D's. So Darren has a podcast, and he's also continuing in competition barbecue. He might be watching barbecue television. We might be talking about Barbecue World Cup. We could be talking about what is it like to maintain an existence in the restaurant business these days, because that's kind of tough. So looking forward to catching up with Darren. That'll bring a close to the first hour. If that isn't enough, a power hour, the likes we have seen rarely in 2006 or 2026. We will continue to press on because it is the fourth Tuesday of the month. In the second hour can only mean one thing: an embedded correspondence segment for the month of August. And oh, I was just a little too hasty. I got an email from our pal Steve Ray, the initial Tennessee embedded correspondent. Lost myself there in thought. He said, hey, if anybody isn't able to come out of the off the bench tonight, I'm ready in the bullpen. I said, okay, everybody's accounted for at the moment. And then in a thought of genius, I said, why not just throw you in? We won't tell any of the other guys. We'll throw you in. We'll appear you as a surprise. 10-14. And then I quickly remembered, well, short of Ray showing up and doing it in studio, which we could do, I was fresh out of connections on V. That's my fault. I became very excited. I wanted to surprise the guys with a Steve Ray embedded correspondent appearance. Not because he's taking the place for somebody or he's a fill-in, but just move him right in just for shits and giggles. It would have been great. But I got ahead of myself. I forgot I only have four connections as we look here on VMix. And Doug and John and Rusty and Matt make four, which means Steve left out in the cold once again. In any event, that's how the show is laying out this evening. A Bob Trudnak and a Darren Warth's first hour, an embedded correspondence second hour. Don't forget you can follow me socially, but why would you? On Instagram, the Twitter, the TikToks, the Snappy Snaps, and the LinkedIns, all with the handle at BBQ Central Show. And, of course, we're saying good evening to those of you watching tonight through one of our video streaming platforms. You can go to Facebook.com/BBQ Central Show, or you can watch on YouTube, where there is a robust chat and poll. And you can find that at youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show. And as for that aforementioned YouTube poll question of the week, boy, do we have one for you. And it's closer than I thought it was going to be. It's a would you rather, and I'm asking everybody this, including all guests, would you rather have a personal chef who cooks healthy meals or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans every week? And currently 64% of you are saying, give me the cleaning. And oh, by the way, I'm with you. I've been doing pretty good making healthy, consistent meals for myself over the last 6 months. The scale shows it. The muscularity shows it. The fitness shows it. My ability to require zero variety in my diet is also confirming it. Hello, rice. Hello, chicken. Hello, boggles. Hello, organic avocado mash. Have I named everything? Hello, skirt steak. No, flank steak, sorry. And hello, Greek yogurt and blueberries. Shout out to Jason. Also, honey. Also, protein powder if we're getting the day started as a breakfast. It's the same thing each and every day, And am I getting bored of it? Does it concern me? Am I thinking I'm wasting my life away because I have no variety? No, I don't. It's fine. I like it. It lessens decision fatigue. I'm not fat. It works for me. And if you would like my exact recipe, just kidding. I'm on a macro plan that's fit for me. Might not be for you, depending on whatever it is you're looking for. But I do eat the same thing. Consistency is key. So all that to say, I can get away without the personal chef. But if I could have a personal housekeeper, deep cleaning every week, oh, that would be magical. And 67% of you are agreeing with me. Some fan feedback from the show last week. Well, maybe not last week, as I got to reading this email earlier in the day. Hey, it's our good pal Terry from Kentucky weighing in, and it's been a month or 2 months, so happy to see Terry back into the email chain. Greg, I am a few weeks behind on the podcast, but I just got done with the segment that had those 2 Canadian cooks that are on the TV show on the Food Network. They seem like great, fun people, although, to be honest, I have no idea who they were prior to the TV show starting. I'm glad to see that they made it into the finals. Anyway, my question isn't really about them. It's directed more at you. No disrespect, but... I mean, let me stop there just for a second. I mean, what have we learned, Terry, through the history of this show? If we go no anything but, it's about to happen. Whatever you have said, no disrespect, I'm not a racist, don't mean to offend you, but everything that you're trying not to do is about to happen, but we continue. No disrespect, but do you feel that the cow jelly poll question was really appropriate to ask any of your guests, especially the ladies? Where I come from, that would be seen as highly rude and something that just wouldn't be done here in Kentucky. If I might make a suggestion, maybe reach back out to them and apologize for your poor taste in question asking, at least to save some face for the show. I think that small gesture will go a long way in repairing any unseen damage that question might have caused. Anyway, love the show. Regards, Terry. Terry, as always, I appreciate the reach out. Also, I really appreciate you giving me the public relations and coach up on the call like we try to do with the young sales team at Ohio Peterbilt. What can I say? Terry. Duly noted. I have Bob Trudnak in the green room. Terry, duly noted. Before we get to our pal Bob, are you looking for a ceramic cooker? Even though we are getting to whatever the hell the end of the grilling season is, you know you are. You're looking for a deal, maybe there might be one. Especially if we're talking about the Primo cooker. Because anybody that's been around this game knows this much. Ceramic cookers are very fuel efficient. You can cook very well on them in the low and slow temperatures. You can also cook very well on them in the in-betweens, or as my best pal, Stephen Reichland, would say in the smoke roasting category of temperatures. Or if you just want to go straight up high heat grilling, the ceramic grills are all great at that. No question about it. But what's missing in the everyday lineup of ceramic cookers? The real ability to do true two-zone cooking. Two-zone cooking is very important to both professional and backyard cooks alike. The best way to manage a fire and cook with confidence. However, getting a two-zone fire and a round ceramic cooker is not very realistic. So enter Primo Grills and their game-changing oval design. The shape gives you the ability to execute that two-zone setup that you desire, also giving you the other ceramic grill benefits as well. And when you break it down, there's more than 60 different ways to cook on this bad boy. So you're only limited by your culinary imagination. Everybody who owns a grill also loves accessories. Primo, not disappointing there either. The only caveat I might draw your attention to, you're not buying these online. Sure, do due diligence online, but to buy, you have to go to a retailer near you. Go to primogrill.com, find that retailer, visit them in person, and then buy the one that best fits your needs and budget. But look, don't be a cheap ass and buy down at the last second. Nobody has ever complained that they bought too big of a cooker. But there's too many to count that said, you know what? Right at the end, I became a buying bitch. And I bought the large or the medium instead of the XL like you told me to. Don't have oval remorse. Buy up, buy big, buy the best, and only cry once. primogrill.com. Follow them socially. And remember, it's the best ceramics in the biz. All right, it's Bob Trudnak next. Stick around.
You're listening to the BBQ Central Show. Broadcasting live from the BBQ Central Show studios in Cleveland, Ohio. You're listening to the BBQ Central Show. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
We welcome you back. It appears a lot of you are eating blueberries on the yogurt every day. Like to see it? Fat-free for me. I'm just about the protein, bitch. My first guest tonight is a highly accomplished pitmaster, photographer, businessman. Statistically speaking, no human has been around the show longer than this guy. Also, one of the best humans currently living on the face of the earth. If you have been investing your time in watching barbecue television, especially on the Food Network, then you saw him win the most recent season of BBQ Brawl. In 2001, he was inducted into the BBQ Central Show's Guest Hall of Fame. We welcome back our pal Bob Trudnak to the show. Hey, Bob.
What's up? How are you?
I am absolutely fabulous. I couldn't be more excited to have you back on again. Last time you were on, I can't believe it, and this is my fault, January of 2023. Oh.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
That's my fault.
I missed you.
Apologize. I missed you.
I missed
you more. All right, enough of this who missed whoever. We have a YouTube poll question of the week that really matters, and we're asking everybody, including all guests, so we'll ask you, Bob. Would you rather have a personal chef who cooks healthy meals or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly?
No brainer. I cook my own healthy meals, so I'll take the personal cleaner.
Yes. Deep
I will
clean.
take the house cleaner, yes.
A deep cleaner weekly, by the way. Not every other week, but a weekly deep clean. You, me, and 67% of the YouTube voting public are voting.
Yeah.
We will take the weekly deep clean. All right, so let's start with the TV stuff first, and we could probably end on some business. As I mentioned in the open, you are the reigning champion of the BBQ Brawl series that airs on the Food Network. It's got a multiple number of seasons underneath its belt at this point. And before we talk about the contest itself, always interested to hear how the hell an opportunity comes to somebody. How did you find this one?
Yeah, so that's really interesting, Greg. When I was like way back in the day, probably 7 or 8 years ago, I did fill out an application for just general Food Network shows. And then I kind of forgot about it.
Is there a sitting application that anybody could go on and just say, hey, I think I'm
no,
good?
I think, honestly, if I had to think back, I think Michael McDearman sent it to me and said, hey, you should fill this out. I think it'd be great on TV. And I filled it out many, many, many years ago. Well, fast forward to last August, about a year ago. I wasn't even thinking television. and I was sitting on my favorite chair in my family room thinking about what am I going to make for dinner about 4:00 in the afternoon. And I got a call from New York, New York. And, I'm just let it go because it's probably spam.
There's no name on the phone. It immediately goes
Exactly.
to voicemail. I know.
It's spam. It's bullshit, right? So I don't answer it. And then I get a voicemail. And I listen to the voicemail about 25 minutes later while I'm like lighting my grill, and it's a casting agent from New York City, and starts talking legit, like Rock Shrimp, Bobby Flay. So I called back. So what's this about? And they're like, we'd love to get you on a call tomorrow at 1:00 in the afternoon, and just get a personality, like kind of figure you out. Because we love your social media. We've been watching you on social media. We love your cooking style. We love who you are. We love your personality. But let's get this on camera and present it. I said, okay, let's do it. So
Is this during the week?
An hour and a half. What's that?
Is this during the week?
Yeah.
Do they just assume you don't have a job?
I guess. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And I work from home. Like I make my own schedule most of the time, unless my wife says I have to be on a call. Like I make my own schedule.
Sure.
So I get on the call, and we had a great conversation. I never even thought about it as being a personality test. I just had a great conversation with this woman, and they said, all right, we'll give you a call in a week or so to see if we're going to have another interview. And they called me back, and we had another interview. And it rolled from there. We had a culinary interview. The culinary interview was supposed to be like, what do I know about, cookers and smokers and live fire and, different things. It's going to take about an hour, hour and a half. Well, it took 15 minutes. And they said, okay, you know everything you need.
I was going to say, when you know everything, it can't take an hour and a half.
It took 15 minutes. And I'm not bragging. It's just this is what happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, you accumulate information over, 25 years of
exactly.
cooking and competition barbecue, blah, blah, blah.
I've been in the game a long time.
Yeah.
So that went, all these interviews took a month.
Wow.
When you think about it. So I got a call, I want to say on September 25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere in there, that says, okay, you're flying down to Texas on the 3rd of October. You're on the show.
This is going on a year ago.
Yes.
Wow,
correct.
obviously. Yeah.
Yes. And I flew down to Texas on October 3rd last year.
It's not an invite like, hey, we think you got what it takes. Can you accommodate this, or do you want to do it? It's like, we've got your trip booked and you're going.
Yeah, you're on the show. So are you ready? And
Wow.
I said, yes, I'm ready.
How long do
ready.
you have to set aside for that?
3 weeks.
Come on. You got nothing. They're just assuming you have nothing. You can put your life on hold for 3 weeks.
They said if you're going to do this, you have to commit 3 weeks of your life.
Can you imagine if you would have got kicked out that very first challenge? You would have been pissed. Because then you probably got to sit there for another 2.5 weeks.
I know. That would have sucked.
God, these people are so self-serving.
But that's what happens. Like, it's unfortunate, but people were kicked out the first episode of the show.
Yeah, right.
It goes.
Yeah, that's a contest.
I know.
Who's running? So is your wife running a business, or you have you don't have any time, free time during the day to pop in and check on Bobby T's barbecue business?
Yeah, my wife and I are running the business, so I'm depending on my wife 9,000% to take care of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the strategy before you leave? How many conversations? I mean, obviously, you work from home, you live together. She's not unaware of Bob's barbecue business, but now you're kind of turning it over while you're going to be on hiatus shooting a TV show. So were there any long conversations about if this happens, do this, or if you talk to this person, be aware of these things, stuff like that?
It's funny. I'm not turning it over. She's running my business, and I am running the business with her. She knows everything.
Yeah.
She let me tell you something. Not only is she running our business, but we do catering, and the girl can cook ribs a little bit better than I can.
Don't say that too loud.
She's got shit going on. She knows what she's doing.
How many of the other contestants did you know as things get underway?
No one. I knew
Zero.
No one.
You sound like the Canadians that are on the Food Network right now. They'd had no idea who any of these people that they're competing against are.
Well, and if I look at Pitmasters, I watch Pitmasters, and I know people on that show. I know plenty of people on that show.
Did you know the Canadians?
And I was thinking I was going to know people on BBQ Brawl, because how could I not? And then I realized
Not a one.
There's nobody I know.
Wow.
There's nobody.
You think they've made a definitive effort to comb through the, I don't want to be disrespectful, but from the folks you would normally see on a barbecue and or grilling show?
Yeah, I think if you look at seasons 1 through 6 of BBQ Brawl, I think you see an effort by Rock Shrimp to make that happen, right? Because as I watched season 1, I knew everybody. Season 2, I knew a whole lot of people. Season 3, and then as you progress, it's a much bigger array of people in different aspects of the culinary world. And yeah, I think they made an effort to do that.
Do you think this shows the potential longevity of this particular show?
Yes, 100%.
When you get down there, you don't know anybody. What do you think, like, right off the bat? I got this in the bag. Do you just go down thinking you're going to win it no matter what? Or you're just happy to stay through the first event? What's the mindset?
I went in with confidence because that's who I am.
Yes.
I'm going to go into everything I do with confidence. When I sat in that conference room for the first time in the Sonesta Hotel in Bee Cave, Texas, I looked around, I listened to their stories, and I felt this big.
Really?
Like I'm just a competitive barbecue guy, and there's James Beard nominated chefs. There are fine dining chefs that now own legendary barbecue restaurants. There are recipe creators for America's Test Kitchen. Just blows me away at all these competitors. And I feel this big. But at the same time, I have to tell myself, I got this. I have to have my confidence.
You did reserve the Jack Daniels World Championship barbecue competition.
Yeah. Well, second place is
many
like
other
king of the losers.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of teams that would happily trade places with you on that.
I totally agree with you. But to be the best you can be, you have to think that way.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
From a production standpoint, what we're seeing as the finished product each week, how much different is that in the raw form? Especially, I mean, you're a photographer and video guy, so you're doing raw, and then you get it to the edited state. So what's it like going through a day of competition versus what we're seeing?
I mean, so we had to compete. We had the time limit was the time limit, right? When they told us what we had to do, we were running to the pantry. It was all live, and we had to do a finished dish for the judges, and then one for, for the photographs. And it was what it was. I mean, it was all thrown together the way we threw it together. So we had to make it look pretty. And then they set our finished dishes aside for the camera, and then they set our other finished dishes aside for the judges. So it wasn't reworked in any way.
As you start making your way through the rounds, and you're still there, is each time you make it through a builder of confidence, or is it just like, yeah, of course I'm moving through?
It's a builder of confidence. It is like you go through every emotion every day, all day. It's 12 hours of filming on set at the ranch. And it's hot. It's 95 degrees, and you're feeling a little like funky, and you're getting like dizzy, and you're drinking coconut water, and you're trying to get through the day, but you're also having the time of your life. It's like I said, you're feeling every emotion. Like you're scared, you're confident, you are determined, and there's that fear of the unknown. Am I going to make it through the day?
Feels like it's exhausting every day.
It is. It's exhausting.
Then you got to get up
100%.
and do it again. Then you got to do it again.
Exactly.
Then you got to do it again.
Yeah. So we had 2 days of I would say 2 12-hour days of filming on set, and then the third day would be like green screen. So could be 4 hours, could be 6 hours, could be 8 hours of green screen, and then 2 days of filming again. So that was the circulation through the 3 weeks.
When you're announced as winner BBQ Brawl, first emotions that are washing over you.
I mean, I just posted a picture that I saw for the first time, and when it came down to the final, it was me, Morgan, and Tongue. I was in shock. I knew Morgan and Tongue were fantastic competitors, and when they announced me as the winner, this emotion came over me. So that's why I threw the champagne in my face to kind of hide the tears. It was wild. It was wild. I didn't know what to think.
You're not.
It's like I knew it, but I had no idea at the same time.
So you're not somebody that is not accustomed to winning and achieving at a high level. So where does this stack up against things that you have achieved?
It's at the top.
This is it.
It's at the very peak. It's 100% at the top. This is a world stage. Like, I've had people reach out to me from all over the world about this, which is insane. It's not, you can win a barbecue contest anywhere in the country, and you get your you feel the confidence and your accomplishment, and your barbecue competition guys reach out to you, but when you win on national television, it's people come out of the woodwork. There's people who reached out to me I haven't seen in 30 years. There's aunts and uncles and cousins and high school kids and people that you've met all over the world, and people that you've never met reaching out and saying, congratulations, you deserved it. It's insane.
Let's end on business, and congratulations again, by the way. How has winning helped the business, or has it?
It has. It certainly has. I mean, the following has gone way up. I'm getting sales on my website, multiple sales every day. It's just, I hear I get the notifications. People are recognizing who I am and my brand and my products, my sauces and rubs. I'm getting, asked to do branding with this company and that company, and come to this contest and we'll take care of it. And, everything I would hoped would happen.
What do the next couple months look like for Bob Trudnak?
There's a lot going on. I'm going to be competing in Texas at a barbecue contest. I'm traveling to Wyoming to cook for 2,000 troops at a base in Cheyenne. There's a lot going on. There's all kinds of things that are in the works that I can't even discuss yet because they haven't come to fruition. There's new products that are about to happen that I have to finalize. 2 new seasonings. I'll tell you that. 2 new seasonings coming out. Yeah. And there's another line of products coming out that aren't sauces and seasonings that I'm just in the infancy of this project. So,
lots going on.
It's going to happen soon. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Well, if you don't know where to go to get Bob's products, you go to BobTrudnakBBQ.com. You can follow him on social media, of course, and be one of now many tens of thousands of followers that he has gotten with his supreme mastery of live fire cooking in Bee Cave, Texas. Is that a real place? How cool is Bobby Flay?
Bobby Flay's a great dude. He's a great, I have people ask me that all the time. What's Bobby Flay like? I don't know what he's perceived to be, but
I think a long time he was perceived to be an a-hole.
But he's not. He's a really good guy.
I'm a fan. I like him a lot. He's real big into horse racing and fillies, but a lot of people thought he was an a-hole.
No, not at all. I mean, he's a busy guy. So if being busy perceives you as being an a-hole, I don't know. But he's a great dude. And Brooke Williamson is even a better, amazing person. Manit's amazing. Everybody I worked with, the judges, Rashad, Adrian, Carson, they're all amazing people. So I have nothing bad to say about anybody. They've been awesome.
Would you go back and be a judge if they asked?
Damn right.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
You waiting 100%. For that call secretly?
Yes, please call me.
You heard it here first. Food Network, get on it.
Yeah, call me.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
It's our boy, Bob Trudnak here, Barbecue Central Show's guest Hall of Famer. BobTrudnakBBQ.com is the website. Bob, again, my fault for having almost 3 years elapsed in between interviews, but I will do better next time. Continued success. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
You got
appreciate it, Greg.
It's Bob Trudnak, right there. And as I had mentioned in the open, probably as I look back on this whole show, a guy that I have known. So I've known Bob before any show. Back when I had the Barbecue Central Show message board, Bob and I were corresponding and doing business together. Where I first met a legend in the industry, Shotgun Fred Perkle, creator of the Barbecue Guru, of course. Thermo Megatech. Darren Warth is in the green room. Before we get to him, I will talk to you quickly about Fireboard, who proudly sponsors this show. Fireboard is the innovator behind Fireboard 2, Fireboard Pro, Fireboard Spark, the Fireboard Beacon, and the wireless Fireboard Pulse. Experience total control over all of your devices from anywhere in the world with the Fireboard app. Discover more by visiting fireboard.com or by calling this number, 816-945-2232. That's 816-945-2232 or fireboard.com. It's Darren Warth next. Stick around.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
And we thank Bob Trudnak for joining us last segment, the reigning winner of Barbecue Brawl this season. BobTrudnakBBQ.com, his website. My next guest tonight, very successful best barbecue restaurant owner, a 2023 Barbecue Hall of Fame inductee. Recently, well, not recently, but probably 2 years ago, started a podcast. Most know him for his years and years of winning on the KCBS competition circuit. Of course, we are welcoming back our friend after almost an identical layoff as Bob Trudnak, August 23rd, or August 2023, his last appearance, our pal Darren Warth. Hey, Darren.
How's it going?
I'm well. We have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody, including all guests. So, Darren, would you rather have a personal chef who cooks healthy meals for you or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly?
Oh, personal housekeeper by far.
By far.
Yeah, because I love to cook. I mean, I would be lost if I couldn't cook every night.
62% of the YouTube voting public is agreeing with you and me and previous guest Bob Trudnak, who all said the deep cleaning housekeeper has got to be the, especially weekly. I know a lot of people have cleaners do it every other week, but having that extra notch of weekly cleaning to me puts it over the top. And I'm with you. I like to cook anyway. Let's start with this podcast thing that you are doing. Cue the mic. Last time you were on, you were an incredible 14 shows deep in your then newly launched podcast. What's changed in 160 episodes from then?
You know, maybe the BS is deeper. I'm not sure that really anything has changed. You know, because it's always been with Randy and Emma and I, we never plan anything, right? Everything is 100% off the cuff. And so we film that thing normally at 4 or 5 a.m. on a Saturday or Sunday morning, because it's the only time that we can really put our schedules together. And so we don't know what we're going to talk about until we hit record. And I think that's what kind of makes it special, is it just becomes kind of a walk through the life and times of Darren, Randy, and Emma. And along the way, you know, we're ultimately trying to teach people that are getting into the barbecue business or the competition barbecue world, you know, just kind of give them a heads up and kind of give them a step forward on things about what to expect, because there's a lot of surprises. And, you know, I'm going on over 19 years now in the restaurant business, which is crazy. And I still don't think that I would call myself a restaurateur. But it's just crazy, the ride we've been on. And we're just there to share the stories and share everything that happens on a week-to-week basis.
Were you doing competition barbecue before the restaurant, or was it always a restaurant first?
Oh, no. We started at the competition circuit back in 2003. We were the Smoking Clones. And so we started in 2003 and competed up until 2008 as the Smoking Clones before we took the Iowa Smokey D's name, or 2007, because when we opened the restaurant, we're like, you know, we really need to change this, because Iowa's very heavily, you're either a Cyclone fan or you're a Hawkeye fan. And we knew early on that you can't alienate people, you know, in the barbecue, in the restaurant world. Yeah. So we took on, and we wanted Smokey D's barbecue. And most people say, well, it's Smokey D's. Yeah, it's Big D, little S, Darren and Sherry. I'm Big D, she's little S. And so that's where that started 20 years ago in the catering business. So, yeah, it's been a ride.
From a podcast standpoint, and it seems like if I'm the outsider looking in, the most challenging part of your podcast is the fact you got to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday in order to knock this thing out to accommodate the schedule. Is the schedule the most challenging part of the show for you?
No, not at all, because we're up. I mean, I'm a 3:45 a.m. riser every day, 7 days a week.
Wow.
So I'm an early to bed guy, or not early to bed guy. I mean, it's getting damn close to bedtime. You almost got canceled there, but you know, I stayed up. I took an extra. I took my Spark, my afternoon Spark. I took it a little later in the afternoon for you. So,
do you find any hidden benefits from doing the show that you didn't anticipate?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we still think we're up to 5 or 6 followers. We don't know. We don't pay any attention to anything. We don't pay any attention to viewership. We don't really. Once in a while, Emma will go, "Hey, you know, we got 5,000 downloads last month," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, who cares? We don't have sponsors. We don't have anything." You know, I mean, I kind of sponsor the whole thing. I've got Emma on the payroll, and she's in charge of producing it every week and doing whatever she does, social media. I don't know. We're just there to have fun. It's really just kind of a way for Randy and I catch up every week.
So originally it was you
and Emma.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing something above me. I was just trying to figure out what the hell it was. Thought we were getting attacked, so I figured out what it is. So originally it was you and Emma, and then Randy eventually worked his way in as co-host. Do you think you could go back to being host by yourself?
I probably could. I mean, I do 75% of the talking today, but I don't want to. This whole thing started when Emma was my social media gal, right? So she handled all my social media, and she's like, Darren, we need to do videos. We need to do cooking demonstration. We need to do this to get social media following, because that's what she wanted. I'm like, Emma, I don't care about that. I really don't care about that. I ain't got time for that. And so then she brought up the ideas. What if we did a podcast? She goes, I can give you a microphone. You can have a laptop and a camera, and you can do it anywhere, because God knows I'm never in the same place ever. And so I'm like, okay, we'll try it. So we tried it once, tried it twice. Then Randy was on like the, I don't know, 4th or 5th episode. And Randy and I just go way, way back.
Yeah.
And so it was a nice match. And then we're like, hey, we think Randy needs to be on this thing. And so from there on out, it's been great. We really don't have guests. We've had maybe 1 or 2 guests on there, I think. But other than that, it's just us, because guests would require planning. Guests would require interaction. You know what it's like. And we just don't have time to do that. We've got full-time jobs plus full-time competition circuit plus full-time everything.
Just to transition out of here. By the way, you can find Darren's podcast anywhere you get podcasts, on your native apps or secondary apps or whatever. Just look for Cue the Mic and subscribe so you can hear what they're talking about every week. So I just had Bob Trudnak on before you. He won the most recent episode or most recent season of BBQ Brawl on the Food Network. You're no stranger to television. You've been on Triple D. I believe you were on Pitmasters at some point when it turned into the...
No Pitmasters.
Were you not?
I was not on Pitmasters. I proudly turned down Pitmasters every single year.
Why am I remembering you? Were you on a competition show ever on TV?
They filmed one when I won the Kingsford, and Sherry and I won the Kingsford Invitational.
Yeah.
That was a show. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's pretty much been Triple D. If you get Triple D, you don't need anything else.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? I mean, it's a life-changing experience. I mean, we did that back in 2000. It aired in 2014. And we still, today, feel the effects of Triple D.
Wow. So a staunch turn down of every request for a competition cooking show otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, not that I would not do it, but it's one of those things that I don't like scripted shows. I don't like anything that, they have to tell me do this and do this and do this and whatever. No, if you want to come into my restaurant and do a behind the scenes tour about what happens in the restaurant business and talk about that, hey, I'm all for it. Or if you want to come in the competition trailer and just hang out, but I don't want to be that, hey, you got to be on the set in 5 minutes and, you got to do this and you got to do that. Man, not my style.
What did you do before the restaurant?
So I was a vice president of logistics.
Yes, that's right.
So, yeah. So I had a staff of 100 people in 5 different locations around the country, and I managed a $250 million transportation logistics budget. So I managed every 4-wheeler in and out and snowmobile in and out of every Polaris factory. Victory Motorcycles, Green Bay, Bird's Eye Foods was a huge customer of ours. Vegetables out of the field, packaged, canned, frozen, everything out. My team coordinated all those logistics. Worthington Steel out in Ohio was a huge customer of ours. Huh. And so I would go in, I was a sales guy, and I would, even though I was an operations guy, I was salesman of the year twice. Because I'd go in and take operational knowledge into a sales meeting and just take it over and sell them. And then I would have to not only sell it, but I'd have to run the operation. So I'd go on site. I spent Worthington, Ohio. I spent 6 or 8 weeks of my life in a steel mill setting up a logistics project. I spent months in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I spent months in Roseau, Minnesota. I mean, it was just fun. And it's just like the restaurant business. No day is ever the same, right? There's going to be 50,000 things go wrong, and you always got to have a backup plan on everything you do.
Where are you at in competitions right now?
I still, my license plate says has been on the barbecue trailer. I've cooked 20 times this year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've
Wow,
cooked 20
that's a lot.
times this year. And I've had probably more fun cooking this year than I ever have. And I've seen almost every coast. I've been everywhere. I've flown, I've driven, I drove right past you last week on the way back from Maine in my motorhome. And I have had so much fun. I probably had too much fun because I really didn't care how I scored. I was changing recipes every week. And it was just like it showed. Well, then it came time to it. It was the first time in my 23-year cooking career that I did not have a bung in the Jack Daniel's draw. And that was like, okay, when that happened, it's like, okay, you really got to concentrate here. So back to the basics, creating a timeline, paying attention, just not, it's an expensive hobby just to be going screwing around, but I just love the process. I love the process of cooking. I love the process of restaurants. It's my fun. It's my getaway. I'm going on my second week not cooking. My wife's like, where are you going Friday? And I'm like, I'm not. And she's like, oh, no, you are. You know you are. On Thursday you're going to go, hey, I'm going to go to Minnesota and cook. And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay home. No, I'll believe it when I see it. So, I just love it. I'm addicted to it. I just love, I don't like to sit around. I don't watch TV. I've never watched a barbecue show. I found out about BBQ Brawl and Bob. Bob and I go way back too. I found out about him on social media. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to the radio. I'm just kind of weird that way. But I never sit down. I never sit down from the time I get up at 3:45 in the morning till the time I hit that bed at 9:30 at night. I'm working. I'm doing something.
When you look back at 2003 and you look here in 2026, like what has remained consistent in a 23-year competition cooking career? Aside from you doing it, like, is there anything that has remained the same?
The friendships are still there. That's what it's all about. I mean, the friendships and the way it's changed. It's changed a little bit. Back then, I cooked mainly KCBS, and I think they need to change. Okay, there's some things, and I'm constantly thinking, because I've cooked a lot of other organizations now. I've cooked the Rib Cook-Off Association. Absolutely loved it. Went to their world championship, qualified and went there. Loved it. I've cooked some CBA contests. Love them. I think I just love cooking, and I like doing something different rather than just, hey, cooking these 4 meats and, having these judges. But what probably changed the most is the amount of data that is presented to a cook now versus back then. Back then there was always the bad table. Well, the bad table, it must have hit a bad table, right? You didn't know if you hit a bad table or not, just must have. Well, now now they prove it out in the scores. They give you all this data that you can say, wow, that table really sucked and it cost me the contest. Or maybe it didn't cost me the contest. Maybe I just didn't have very good food.
Is 2009 the best competition season ever?
2009?
Don't remember that?
No, what was 2009?
You and Steve Farron and Rod Gray all coming down to the very last contest of the year in Arizona.
Yeah, so that wasn't necessarily the best year, but because really we didn't start that run until like October.
It was late. Yeah, I remember
right?
it being late.
It was late because Rod Gray called me up and said, why aren't you cooking? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you got the best shot of winning team of the year. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't pay attention to that crap. And he says, so he sends me this in-depth spreadsheet, right? And shows, well, if you go this and whatever, well, the first contest is in Arizona. And I'm like, wow. I mean, this is like Monday. And I'm like, oh, I suppose I can cook Arizona. And so I called up Jay Benedict, Jaybird out, and I said, hey, you got something I can cook on? And he's like, yeah, I got a couple WSMs. I'm like, fine, got a tent? Perfect. I flew in, cooked on a couple, and won the contest. And so I went up team of the year. And then the next contest, so Rod and Steve, they drove across the country from Arizona. They had driven to Arizona, and then they drove to Florida. And Rod drove to Florida via Kansas City. And I'm like, I ain't driving that. So I drove, and then I called up Craig Kimmel. Hey, you got anything I can borrow? Hey, Dr. Barbecue, Ray Lampy, you got something I can borrow? Well, yeah, we got you. We can get you an FE, and I can get you this old chicken cooker that we bought at Menards. I'm like, hey, that'd be fine. So I went there, and then I think Rod won, and I was in second, whatever. And then it was like, okay, now we need to go back to Arizona, right? And finish in Tempe, Arizona at Barbecue Island. And we went back there. And I'm telling you, along this thing, every meal that we ever ate along that circuit, we ate all three together.
Wow.
Right? We were pals, and we didn't care who won. We were competing against each other, but we had so much fun. And it came down to Tempe, Arizona. And there was, they only called the top 5. And so I got a call on chicken, and then Rod got a call on ribs, and then Steve got a call on pork, and nobody got a call on brisket. And so team of the year is riding. Any one of us who wins that contest wins team of the year.
Yeah.
Down to it. And they started announcing the top 5, and Rod had ended up winning it. But it was like the most intense thing.
Yeah.
It was just, but it was fun. It was fun. It was an experience, but no, that wasn't the best. I mean, I think, you know, we look back on 2014. I mean, we were 2013, 14, 15, 16. I mean, we were literally on fire. I mean, I think my earnings in 2014, I think we won $159,000 on the barbecue circuit. I mean, first, there's not even $159,000 in prize money anymore, hardly.
Yeah.
Hardly coming up. But I mean, we tore it apart. That was our focus. I was in the groove.
So let's touch on that last point just for a second here as we get ready to close out, and I appreciate the time tonight. Barbecue World Cup is currently putting teams through qualification. It's going to culminate in an event early part of next year. Dates have been officially announced. No location, no judging or rules or anything at this point.
Oh, location, Caesar's Palace.
When was that
Caesar's
announced?
Palace is the location. I thought that was last week.
Oh, was it? All right. So now we have
Maybe that was
location.
internal.
Very good.
Once
Any judging?
Once in a while,
We didn't speak out of school, did we?
Man, who knows? Who cares? It's coming out. But no, I know it's Caesar's Palace.
Oh.
And that might have been an internal. Who knows? I mean, I used to be on the committee, right?
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
I started, I actually designed the finals, about what the finals should look like as far as competition, as far as the structure, the format, 100 teams cooking to get down to 50, to get down to 25, to win $1 million. And so I was kind of the brainchild behind that whole thing. And so, but once I qualified in Lakeland, Florida this year, I said, hey, this is not ethical for me to be on this committee to help plan this when I'm actually a competitor. So I just withdrew, and I said, hey, you got any questions? I'd feel free to answer them, but I just withdrew from it, not because I didn't believe in it, just because I didn't think it was ethical of me to be on the committee being a contestant. I didn't want anybody going, oh yeah, he was on the committee. He won.
So there's a lot of talk amongst people in the industry looking at this particular event, $1 million payout going to the winner, which is, funded by investors, nobody named specifically.
Yep.
And I mean, you've been around it a long time. Usually big purses are coming with sponsors. It's so-and-so sponsored by Kingsford or by Weber Grill or whatever. There doesn't appear to be a lot of that either. Is there any reason anybody should be concerned that this amount will change or that this event won't come off or anything like that in your opinion?
No, I'm 100%. It's going. I mean, they're trying to build something special here, right? And I would be utterly shocked if it didn't happen. You know, they're playing. You know, Scott and the team holder. I mean, they're used to this. They play in the big leagues, right? Scott came out of the NFL, and others, you know, the other people. There's some big names in this thing behind the scenes, and people like, why is this not very organized? They were yelling back in March, why don't we know much about this? And I'm like, well, here was my message to people. We were on the committee developing this thing, right? And this started after kind of the holidays last year. And it was either we could spend all of 2026 planning this thing and start the qualifying in 27 and have a championship in 28, or we could just start the qualifying process and design it as we went. And we got $1 million in barbecue 1 year quicker. And I think it was the right move. It was just, this was nobody's full-time job. I mean, well, it was Scott's, but the committee members, you know, we were able to donate an hour a week to it. I mean, we all have jobs and competition schedules and stuff. So I'm a strong believer. I know it'll happen. I know it'll happen. I think there'll be $1 million. People, I know they're nervous. There has been a little trend of people in the, you know, we kind of got screwed out in Grand Junction, Colorado earlier this year. And then we just had another one happen in Florida where, you know, big prize purse money. And then all of a sudden they yanked it. And I'm like, hey, where's my money? Where's my money? Well, we're going to change dates. I don't care. Where's my money? You know, and so a lot of people crying foul, which rightfully so. I mean, but truly in my heart, I think, you know, this is happening. I'm booking tickets to Vegas.
In a speculatory sense, do you think that this, maybe we don't see, you know, a annual $1 million payout to the winner, but do you see a version of Barbecue World Cup growing 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now?
Well, that was our, you know, the plan when we talked about it was not just using in the future, not just using contests. Because to me, the greatest thing that ever happened to Competition Barbecue was the Sam's Club Series, right? Nobody talked bad about Sam's Club Series because it was a qualifying. You had 20, 30 qualifying events. You had to be in the top 6 at your local to go to a regional, top 10 to go to nationals. We were lucky. We were at that national championship every year, right? We were one of the only teams to be there every single year. And it was just amazing because it was just this whole tournament style of barbecue. And I think everybody misses that. And anybody that had a part of it would like it to come back. And you know, that's what I've told, you know, Scott and the people at Barbecue World Cup is that's what should happen. Create your own qualifying events where you can qualify and run this through all the way. So, I mean, personally, I think it's happening.
Darren Warth is here, and he's breaking it all down for us. SmokeyD'sBBQ.com is the website. And Darren, appreciate the extended time here this evening. Continued success, and let's not wait another 3 years before we do it again.
Yeah, let's just not wait another 3 years, and I'll maybe stop next time I come by Cleveland and just waving.
Give me a shout. I'll take you out. On me.
All right. Ooh,
all right, man.
I'm in.
All right. We'll do it.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time tonight. Darren Warth right there. Always great to catch up with Darren and just loving the opinion that he is giving everybody out there and what he's up to. I mean, 23 years in competition barbecue. And I forgot, logistics guy and was smoking clones before that. And I wonder if he's still using smoking guns hot and simmering dock. Maybe he had to go back to a different recipe. All right, we're a little over here, so let me play a little catch-up. And then at some point, the embedded correspondence will start to build in, so stick around, and we'll be right back.
Continuing to produce incredibly mediocre content in an exceptionally professional way. You're listening and watching the Barbecue Central Show. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rampy.
It looks like I got out of that Darren Warth interview just in the nick of time. Whew. Could have got ugly. All right, Darren Warth was my guest last segment. SmokeyD'sBBQ.com is the website. So if you are going to be in Des Moines and you would like to stop by and get some great restaurant barbecue, Smokey D's the place to go, of course. Or if you're out there and you're looking for catering options, that's the place to go as well. All right, we're coming back for a semi-abridged second hour open, and then the embedded correspondence after that. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
Happy to have you aboard here for the Really Big Barbecue Show.
We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hit me.
Fine, how's it going?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Boing.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead, and he's in the crackle. Charbono! It's all about the Charbono, dude!
Succulent fish. What?
He ate 54 wieners. Now listen, Libertius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
We have top men working on it right now. Top men.
And just like that, we are into the second hour. It is the Barbecue Central Show. Barbecue Central Show talked about the most important barbecue and grilling items of the day. So to come on this show this evening, the embedded correspondence for August. Yes. We say good evening to those of you watching tonight through one of our video streaming platforms. You can watch on Facebook, which is facebook.com/BBQ Central Show, or you can watch on YouTube, which is youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show. We do have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody. Would you rather have a personal chef who cooks healthy meals or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly? And 65% of you now are saying you would like the deep cleaning. I agree with you. So does Darren. And so does Bob Trudnak. We're into the cleaning. The majority is in the cleaning. For the first time in a long time, I am in the majority versus the minority. And I'll take that whenever I can get it. Coming up on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less this coming Friday, episode 448, taking you back to August 18th of 2015. This week featuring quarterly guest and barbecue icon Steven Raichlen, who made his quarterly appearance last week. And in this segment, we talk about various Labor Day cooking scenarios, and we also find where Steven gets his inspiration as he travels the country and the world, checking out eateries and grocery stores and everywhere else food might be purchased, purveyed, and or otherwise. Also, this is a time when I was still using a phone line, so I didn't actually have a hardwire phone that went into the mixer or was routed through some kind of a telephone interface like Telos or whatever the hell it was called. But Skype at the time had the ability for you to buy a landline number, and then you could give that out to people. They would call that number, and the phone connection would come in through Skype. And then I had the Skype sound piped into the board. So when you listen to Steven Raichlen this coming Friday and you think to yourself, "What? He sounds like he's on a phone." Exactly right. He was on a phone. In fact, many years of the show recorded and or live, all of the interviews were done on the phone. Totally going in blind, at least, at this point, like right now, I can look at my little Stream Deck XL, and I see Rusty's in currently. I see John Solberg is in currently, still waiting on Doug and Matt, but at least I have some kind of visual reference at this point that at least there has been an attempt at the guest making it in. In the old days, I could see the number ring up. There was no ringing, obviously. I had that muted, and I would just click the accept button and then cross my fingers that after I got done with the talk up or the intro for that guest, that they would actually be there. In fact, I specifically remember Mike McLeod saying, I find it amazing that you just think I'm going to be there every time we do these interviews. And I said something along the lines of, well, I don't have any other way to think about it. If I always thought I'm wondering if they're going to be there or not, I would probably go crazy. So we're just going to assume that they're there. And if, there were plenty of times I would go to the phone, nobody's there. There was the time when I thought I was talking to such and such guest, and like somebody dialed in and they dialed the wrong number and they got the show. I brought them up on the air. I did the whole intro, went to them, and they played along with it for a couple minutes until they realized they couldn't answer any more of the questions that I was asking them, and then they hung up. That's how loosey-goosey connecting to guests was back in those days. And there's still a part of me that thinks having a hotline could be a good thing for the show, not necessarily for guests, because we have raised the bar on where guest quality sound needs to be, not only for this show, but for podcasts in general and for terrestrial radio and satellite radio in general. I have asked everybody else to meet my bar. Most people do not meet my bar that are in competition with me in some form or fashion, but that's all right, your choice. But we will continue to keep the bar high for sound quality on this show. So going back to guests calling in on a phone line, I think is completely out for the show no matter what. But what if a listener wanted to call in and give a hot take or some instant feedback or ask a question? It's something I'm toying around with. Maybe it's something I'm bringing back in 2027. Time will tell. By the way, before I run out of time, and it's coming rapidly, you remember a couple weeks ago, I was selling a jar of Barbecue Central Show's Honey Rub for $48 a piece. And while I'm not continuing to sell them for $48 a piece, I did get a box of 36. They are now in white label. I'm in the process of figuring out what a real retail price will be that will be less than $48. I will make a page on the website. We will take pictures. I will find out a way to have you be able to pay for that. And then I will ship it to you once the payment takes place. Pricing will probably also include some type of slow shipping, so you don't feel like you're getting taken advantage of, and I'm not eating all of the shipping, reducing any kind of profit for me to then rebuy a next round if we end up selling through these 36 containers of rub. But look, it's really good. It's one of my favorite rubs ever. And you can say, hey, I got a Barbecue Central Show Honey Rub bottle. Now in white label, which I like. I know my pal Doug Scheiding is always about the black, and in instances, I think black is all right, but most of the time, I'm not a fan of black shirts and black pants, black labels, nothing like that. This is nothing racial. I'm only talking about the exact color black. That's it. Nowhere after that. Don't try and pin me into a corner here. I'm just more of a fan of like every other color but black, even red. I'm not going to get into that thing that happened yesterday. Anyway, let's go ahead and cover one more item here. I have done rants about how long the lines are at the Costco gas pump. I recently restored my Costco membership. That said gas island or fuel island that I have long railed on, I finally got to take part in. And I am happy to say this. I was 100% right. It's so not worth it. I mean, you're saving maybe 10 cents a gallon off of whatever retail is right now. And I know fuel very expensive right now, so 10 cents or 3 cents, savings is savings. But I'm about ready to present to you an idea that might blow your mind, and I vetted it out with people that are much smarter than me in the automotive industry. I vetted this truly. Now I have been a user for it. If you want to save money, go to Sheets. As long as your car is like a 2003 or later, whatever it is, do your own research. Use the unleaded 88. It's a different story. I'm saving 45 to 50 cents a gallon compared to 87. I'm saving $5, $6, $7 a fill-up. And I could fill up 1 to 2 times a week, depending how much driving I'm doing. So quickly do the math. It's 40, 50, 60 bucks a month. That's real money. That can buy a number of premium hand-rolled cigars. That can buy all of your Starbucks for the month, depending on how much Starbucks you're actually drinking in a month, or Dunkin' Donuts, or some fast food, or pay for a couple lunches. And don't fall for the unleaded 88, doesn't get the same kind of fuel mileage, just going to fuck your engine up or anything. I've talked to top men in the industry, and they said, if you believe that, you go ahead and believe they keep overpaying for nonsense. I've been on unleaded 88 for 2 months. My fuel mileage is exactly the same as it was when I was using 87. I'm saving money hand over fist. The only drawback is that for me, you got to go to Sheets. I don't know if there's any other fuel place that has unleaded 88. But don't fall for this other nonsense about that fuel's not good, it's weak, it's going to screw your engine up. You're going to burn through that gas because your miles per gallon are going to be reduced by a third, whatever. Total nonsense. Believe me, I'm all about data. I'm statistically driven with my analysis. And statistically speaking, I'm currently averaging 33.8 miles to the gallon, mixed in my Volkswagen Tiguan with unleaded 88. So if you want to save real money on fuel, unleaded 88. By the way, not sponsored by the folks who make unleaded 88, whoever the hell that might be. All right, the embedded correspondents are rapidly loading in, and we will get to them here in just 1 second. Are you ready for a cigar experience built on history and passion? Let me tell you about McAuliffe Cigars. Partnership forged between Texas passion and a Cuban cigar-making dynasty whose heritage spans back to the 1930s. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Whether you seek the nuanced elegance of the Magdalia or the complex power of the Leyenda, McAuliffe offering a symphony of flavors for every palate. And don't forget about the ever-expanding color series, an unmatched smoking experience coupled with an unmatched value. In fact, I believe in 2 weeks' time, Amanda McAuliffe makes her triumphant return to talk all about McAuliffe Orange, which will bring a close to the color series cigars. Taste the tradition. Visit McAuliffeCigars.com to find a retailer nearest you. McAuliffe is spelled M-I-C-A-L-L-E-F. McAuliffeCigars.com. We're back with the embedded correspondence after this. Stick around.
You're listening to the BBQ Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the BBQ Central Show.
Welcome back. It is the fourth Tuesday of a month, and in the second hour, that can only mean one thing. We have a visit from our pals, the embedded correspondents, and here they are. And we are short Matt at the moment, but he did text me that he was going to be a few minutes later. He is traveling once again this month, so he will be on location for a second month in a row, and we should see him pop in here at any point. By the way, if it's your first time joining us for this segment, just to the right of me is our pal Doug Scheiding from Row Cookers, the longest-running embedded correspondent from Texas. And then just to the left of him, it's John Solberg from the great state of Michigan. Oh, Matt, you didn't use the right link. Use the right link. Now John's going to have to reconnect. Matt! Curse! Everybody go and swear at Matt. Hopefully John realized he just got punched out and will rejoin. I mean, I have the links up, right? I mean, it's the same links every time. All right, never mind. Rusty Monson is just below me from the great city of Utah, and Matt Osman is there, unfortunately, next to Doug at the moment, although he should be using the correct link, and John hopefully will be punching in here at any moment. So, gentlemen, before we get going on the 100% surety questions, we do have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody, including all guests. And as always, we will start with our pal Doug Scheiding here this evening. Doug, would you rather have a personal chef that cooks healthy meals for you, or would you rather have a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly?
I'm surprised this isn't like the flat earth. It's got to be clean me.
Clean me. All right. So Doug aligning with the clean folks. Rusty, would you rather have a personal chef cooking healthy meals or a personal cleaner deep cleaning weekly?
It's deep clean. It should be 100%.
Yes. 65% of the YouTube voting public is saying they would also like a deep clean, aligning with Doug and Rusty and Darren Warth and Bob Trudnak. And I can only hope that John and Matt will also align with us, making it at least a 100% host/guest unanimous would you rather YouTube poll question of the week. I'm surprised it's taking John this long to decide to try and punch back in, but that's all right. We have a slew of 100% assurity questions. We will start, as we typically start with these questions every week, with a Barbecue World Cup updated related question. Doug, we'll start with you. 100% yes or 100% no. We do have the official dates announced for the finale of the Barbecue World Cup, and I can't quite determine if our pal Darren Warth spoke out of school by releasing the top secret location, because I saw no mention of it at all, and I tried to walk him back from it. He seemed to care less, or that he couldn't care less, because that's Darren. He said that the location is going to be Caesar's Palace. I don't know Caesar's Palace to be a great location for a barbecue event, but I've only been in the very front side of Caesar's Palace, where the Monte Cristo cigar bar is, where I've taken in any number of cigars when I've been to Vegas the last 2 times over the last 2 years. Nevertheless, knowing dates and knowing location officially or not officially announced yet, are you changing any opinion that you've had about the Barbecue World Cup actually happening, Doug?
I have, actually. When they announced the dates, I said, okay,
yes,
I think it is going to happen.
All
Be
right.
it good, bad, or not, I think it is going to happen.
All right.
And I agree. I think, okay,
you think what?
I think that Darren let it out of the bag, because I looked and there was no, yeah, and the AI said there was no mention or whatever. But I agree. He kind of, I heard Christy Vanover did the same thing. So on the initial.
Well, nobody seems to, care. Everybody taking after famous Dave Anderson, or should I say semi. All right. Look, the Embedded Correspondent series is off to an incredibly terrible start. Matt, I have no idea why you are using this particular link This time, this is not the link that you normally use. Usually you are under Doug. And I am going to send, because we're not going to get John. We're not going to get John.
I sent John to try to use Matt's. So.
You did? All right, well, it looks like Matt has punched out.
Oh,
he
shit.
is now frozen. All right, well, we're going to play this game here for the first 5 minutes of the embedded correspondence segment. Rusty, in the meantime, with a unofficially announced location for finale and dates officially announced, you are confirming that you feel that the Barbecue World Cup is full go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if it's at Caesars, they'll do it in the parking lot. Like the very first episode of Pitmasters was in the parking lot of the Oasis in Mesquite, just right up the road from Vegas. I know that because.
So is that like on the back side of the strip then?
Yeah. It's on the back end. There's a huge open parking lot.
Yes.
That's
all
probably
right.
where it's going to be.
Yeah, I've never been around the, it's going to sound weird when you say it out loud, but I've never been around the back end, everybody. All right. John, we have a YouTube poll question of the week. By the way, I believe in my heart of hearts that since I have lambasted Matt for using the wrong link, he is going to use the right link and he's going to punch you out. If that's the case, go back to using the first link that you did before he did. It's just my gut feeling. I hope I'm wrong on this, but we'll see what happens from here. John, 100%. Yeah, I'm sorry. YouTube poll question of the week. Would you rather have a personal chef that cooks healthy meals for you or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly?
Housekeeper.
Housekeeper. All right. So Matt is the only one keeping us from an all guest and host unanimous YouTube poll question of the week. I don't know if we've ever done that before, but we will wait and see. Also, we have question number 1. John, I don't know if you were listening to the show earlier, but I believe there was an unofficially announced location for Barbecue World Cup by none other than Darren Warth of Iowa Smokey D's, who claimed that the location is a motherfucker. It so happened. It's all right. Stay there, Matt. Stay there. Just stay there. Can you say something so I can see if I can hear you? Yes.
Okay. I did it.
Okay,
I mean,
you did it now, but we had John try to end around, but I said, I said, you know what's going to happen? We're going to get into this, and then Matt's going to finally use the right link, and that's exactly what happened. And this is, hey, John made it. We're all together, everybody.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, Matt.
Holy shit.
Hey, Matt. You know, fuck with your own world. Don't fuck with mine.
That's
right.
right.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
You fucking moron.
It wasn't against you, John. Wasn't against you, John.
Well, can you fucking read in a goddamn document?
That's right.
Jesus.
That's right. You tell him, John. You tell him. All right, let's go back to Matt here for the YouTube poll question of the week. Matt, would you rather have a personal chef who cooks healthy meals or a personal housekeeper who deep cleans weekly?
Oh, give me the housekeeper all day.
Right. Well, 100% guest and host YouTube poll question of the week. Also, we are starting with, of course, the obligatory Barbecue World Cup, and this will probably be the last Barbecue World Cup lead a surety statement. With the official dates announced, yes, but also Darren Warth unofficially releasing the location of the Barbecue World Cup, that being Caesar's Palace. Do you believe, or are you changing your mind that the Barbecue World Cup is going to happen?
No, I've said it's going to at least once, so no, it's happening.
All right, John, dates are official and unofficially announced location by Darren Warth of Iowa Smokey D's just a little bit ago during his segment. Are you changing your mind? Do you believe this is going to happen?
I'll let you know closer to the event. But no, I'm still a no. I'm still a no.
It's still a no. Still a no for John. All right. Good to know. And now we are into the real assurity statements. We will start with Doug, as we do each and every time. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You thought mustard bake. All right. John, am I the only one, Rusty, Matt, am I the only one annoyed by whatever fucking Doug's microphone setup is? Like, I can't stop looking at it. It looks uncomfortable, looks out of place. I want to hit you in the head with that microphone, Doug. What are you doing over there? Is it just me?
Not as much as Rusty's zip tie.
Rusty, you still got that zip tie on there? You still?
Hell yeah, I do. It's my. I tell you, this is
it's
it.
what
man.
holding the mic on. Doug, it looks so uncomfortable. I don't understand why you're doing that.
It's not a problem. Yeah, you want the mic in your mouth, so it's in my freaking mouth.
Right.
It's like it goes to like a guitar or like a drum
way
or
do you
something
want
on a
I don't know. Like, do you see like how Matt has his? That seems more comfortable to me. Yours seems like you're attempting to pull a meathead, except you're actually talking into the microphone.
No, I kind of like it this way.
All right. Fair enough. Sorry. 100% yes to 100%
And guess
no.
what?
No.
No one watches this on YouTube.
I
Anyway,
know,
right?
I know. You're right.
So
100% right. You're right. You thought mustard-based barbecue sauce was originally brought over by the Germans.
No.
No. John, you thought mustard-based barbecue sauce was brought over by the Germans?
No, I did not.
No. Rusty?
I like the way Doug has his microphone. It's like when the gangsters hold their gun
Thank you.
sideways, you know?
Blacka,
It's like
blacka,
that.
blacka.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And no, barbecue is American. Fuck the Germans.
Whoa, fuck the Germans. All right. Losing a whole country of listenership, but that's right. Rusty said that, Germans. Matt, you believe that you thought mustard-based barbecue sauce was brought over by the Germans?
Yeah, why not? 100%.
Yes. All right. I did not think that, but luckily all the way. Well, I will tie that thought here into the next question as we go back to Doug. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You have had Reverend Marvin's mustard sauce before.
No, I have not.
Too bad. John?
No, I have not.
Oh, for sure you might have been Reverend partaking. Rusty, you've had Reverend Marvin's mustard sauce before.
No, I have not.
Matt?
No, not to my knowledge.
I have. And the only reason I thought that the Germans did not bring it over is because back in the forum days, there was a... Who's got another window up?
Yeah, I gotta. Sorry, let me close this. Hold on one
Fucking
second.
Matt.
Sorry. Hold on.
We done? You get it? All right. So the only reason I know is because there was a guy named Woody Lynch on the message board. His dad was Reverend Marvin, who made Reverend Marvin's mustard-based barbecue sauce in regular and spicy. And gang, it was the best sauce ever. And then the dad died, and Woody had no interest in even making it at home or selling me the recipe so I could bring it back to market. It is literally, unfortunately, and with no disrespect, died with his father, and it is a travesty for everybody else that even likes mustard-based barbecue sauce, which dovetails me into the next question, Doug. You believe mustard-based barbecue sauce is low-key better than ketchup-based barbecue sauce?
No, I can't. I have a love affair with ketchup.
All right.
I can't say that.
John, mustard-based, low-key better than ketchup-based?
No. I don't think it is.
All right. Rusty?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
All right. Matt?
I'm going to go yes, absolutely.
All right. I will break the tie, and I am aligning with the bottom row, 100%. Low-key, a great mustard-based barbecue sauce blows every other barbecue sauce out of the water because it's kind of good on everything that you can make. It's good on chicken. It's good on pork. It's actually really good on beef. I mean, you can't lose with it. It is, I mean, when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's great, it is the best. No doubt about it. And it's highly versatile. 100% yes or 100% no. Dunk. You were aware of Connie D'Souza before the Pitmaster show.
Yes, I was, because she was a judge on the Firemaster Canadian show.
John?
I was not.
Rusty!
Yeah, I'm with Doug. That's where I knew her.
Right. Matt, you knew Connie D'Souza before the Pitmaster show.
Not heavily, but yes. Just enough to recognize the name, absolutely.
All right, I did not. I'm with John. Done. 100% yes or 100% no. You were aware of John Jackson before the Pitmaster show.
No, I was not. No.
All right. John?
I was not.
No. Rusty, John Jackson.
Nope. I wasn't.
Matt?
We're going to make it unanimous, I think. No.
And it's a no for me. Unanimous. All right. There we go. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you thought Connie and John's segment one of the best debut segments in 2026.
Yeah, I would say yes. They were good.
John, one of the best debuts this year?
I'm going to roll with Doug on a yes.
Rusty?
Yeah, sure. Let's make it.
Yeah, sure. Like you haven't listened to it yet?
Yep.
You can't say sure. If you say yeah, and then that's it, then I won't question it. But when you add the sure, it makes me believe you're busy with life and you're just not hanging at every release, which my ego can't possibly take. So don't tell me that.
I listened to the barbecue Central show in like 48 hours straight. And then I'll go 3 weeks and it's 48 hours straight.
I love it. I love any consumption. Matt? You thought Connie and John's segment, one of the best debut segments of 2026.
I did think it was an extremely positive one. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. By the way, I agree. Making it unanimous once again. They were super fun, super open, loved everything about it, and can't wait to have them on again. Independently or as a joint. It appears it's probably going to be a joint. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You think the jelly-covered cow sex question, even for this show, inappropriate?
No, it just goes along the lines. No.
So, John, jelly cow sex question, inappropriate?
No, not at all.
Rusty, jelly sex cow, inappropriate?
Sounds great. No, that's great.
Sure.
Sounds great. All right.
Sure.
I don't even know what to do about that. Matt, covered cow jelly sex, out of question, is inappropriate?
I'm going to land on no, but I did think it was borderline when I heard all.
Oh.
Yeah,
Why? Because I was asking also
like,
a woman.
This is 100%. 100%.
And so it's 100% no, it wasn't,
Right,
but I'm adding it was notching the level. I don't know that the woman had much. It was very graphic. Like,
remember
when I thought
the
about
woman
it.
said she would do it if she could do it first. Okay.
Also true. Good, but
yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, look, you're entitled to feel the way you want to feel. No doubt about it. 100% yes or 100%.
And in
no.
private.
Oh wait. By the way, me, that's a no for me. Not inappropriate. I don't ask inappropriate questions. I ask hard-hitting questions. You don't have to answer them if you don't want. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You have been to Calgary, Alberta, Canada before.
No, I have not.
No. John?
I have not.
Rusty, home of Brett the Hitman Hart?
I have not.
No. Matt?
I've not had bird of beef. I have not.
You know I have not
No,
been to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Although I love the Hitman. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug caught it. You have been anywhere in Canada before?
Yes, I have.
John,
Toronto.
Canada?
Yes, I have.
Rusty, Canada?
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
The Canada side?
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
just for a second. I was like, oh, I'm in Canada. F you guys. And I was back to America.
Matt, Canada?
Sure.
And lost $1,000 at a roulette wheel. So yes, I have.
You remember that one. All right. 100% yes or 100% no. Wait, I have been to
Did you
Canada.
answer?
I have been to Canada.
Yeah.
Yes. Multiple
all right,
cities.
all right.
I think only in the, is it province of Ontario? I've been to Windsor, Ontario, Canada. I've also been to
Windsor.
I've been to Niagara Falls, of course, on the Rusty side too. Not on. I've been to both sides. I've been to America side and I have been to Canadian side. 100% yes.
It's surprisingly
no.
like a zoo, by the way.
Niagara Falls?
Yeah, man. Like you think, oh, it's gonna be so cool, and then you go there and it's like a damn mini Las Vegas. It sucks.
All right, so here's what we've learned tonight on the show. F the Germans from Rusty, and the Canadian Niagara Falls sucks. It's like a mini Las Vegas. But do you think Las Vegas sucks in general here in America?
Oh yeah, it's in the armpit of the world. I'm here for the kids, Doug. I'm trying to help.
World. All right.
Yeah.
Rusty, usually bringing positivity, tonight bringing straight fire to Germans and to Canadians. I love it. All right, 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you have heard of Sweet Pork Wilsons before?
Nope.
John, Sweet Pork Wilson.
No, I have not.
Oh. Rusty, Sweet Pork Wilsons.
No, I'm starting to think you're making this stuff up.
No, definitely not. Matt, 100% yes or 100% no. You've heard of Sweet Pork Wilsons before?
Was that the lady in the trailer park in Ohio on Sunday? No, I have not. I have not.
I have, and we'll leave it at that. And someday down the line, everybody else will learn about Sweet Pork Wilsons. 100% yes or 100% no, Doug? You have pre-ordered Stephen Reichlin's new book, Man on Fire.
No.
No. John?
No, I have not.
Rusty, Stephen Reichlin's Man on Fire is in the pre-order.
No.
Matt?
No, I have not.
You know it's a no for me because it's a book. 100% yes or 100% no? Go. Have you seen Backyard Barbecue Hero on Tastemade?
No, I have not. I don't know what Tastemade is.
It's that TV channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
No, really?
No, never heard of it.
All right. John, Backyard Barbecue Hero on Tastemade.
Never heard of it. Either one.
What about Backyard Barbecue Hero on Netflix?
No.
No.
Never heard.
John, Doug, Backyard Barbecue Hero on Netflix?
No, I do have Netflix. No.
Okay. Rusty, Backyard Barbecue Hero on Netflix or Tastemade? Changing the question on the fly.
Of course I am.
Yes, I knew that.
My people.
Matt?
Sure.
Backyard Barbecue Hero.
I've seen
yes.
2 episodes of Susie's.
Oh, that's a yes.
So yes.
Oh, sorry. It's
Susie.
a no for me. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you are surprised Susie Bullock and Christy Vanover have made it this far on Pitmasters.
Yes, actually, I am.
Right, come back for a little in-depth analysis on that. John has never even seen an episode. Rusty, you are surprised that Susie and Christy have made it this far on Pitmasters.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Matt, surprised?
Against Rusty, I am a little bit surprised. Just a little bit. Yes, I am.
All right. What about me? I'm going to be honest. I am a little surprised that I didn't think they were probably going to get eliminated like first out of the gate. I did not see them necessarily in the final 3, just from a talent collection around them. However, I think this just goes to show that Susie doing that well in BBQ Brawl was certainly not a fluke by any stretch of the imagination, and also shows what kind of a cook that Christy Vanover is. Certainly accomplished on the competition scene, but I think what we're seeing on television isn't necessarily something you can correlate to competition barbecue expertise. Doug, why are you surprised? Because they're women?
No, I actually didn't know if they were going to have. Thanks. I didn't know if they would have a chemistry and be able to work together because
they're like best friends.
I picture. Yeah, I just didn't know, so I just didn't think that. But Susie reminds me of the lady that was on BBQ Brawl. That was the ATK recipe person. I mean, didn't develop a lot of different types of recipes and things, cooks and things like that. So she has quite a variety, more than, most people.
Matt, why are you surprised?
I guess mainly because, yes, it's two women, and that's not any spite against them. Both are very established. But of the episodes I've seen, I've not seen all of them. I feel like they got handed some favors along the way, let's say it like that, within the episodes of what's shown.
Oh dear! So we're calling out the.
Oh dear.
We don't think that there's a level of ethics on the judging panel.
Here's the thing. Yes, they've both been on. Yes, they both have spoken to their experience thus far and how everything is. We can't go on and say that the shows unequivocally have some script to it or some twists or some turns. So I think that that's definitely what's there. So perhaps they've made it to this point because of that. I don't know. Maybe they know and can't speak to it because it's a live series going on, but perhaps, yes. But I think there's been a favor against them thus far. Let's say it like that. But I mean, they're both fantastic cooks. I'm not taking anything away. Tons of the people were. And they also didn't undercook chicken to the degree that others did. So
they're favorable cooks. They're favorable cooks for being women.
No, they're favorable cooks. Period. Like just as a cook is a cook. The woman part has nothing to do with it.
No.
A woman cook could beat a guy any day of the week, hands down. And twice on Sundays. But it's just I don't know. But hey, I'm very happy for them. Stoked to see what happens.
Rusty, are you surprised at all? Or, I mean, this is just par for the course, right?
And this is why. Here's the thing.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
All those dudes, except for maybe Leslie, are they're not competitors. And I'm not saying that if you're not a competitor, you don't know much. But as everyone here knows, competition barbecue requires you to think on the fly, to make adjustments. And if you don't, you lose. At a restaurant, if you fuck it up, it goes in the garbage. There's none of it. So you don't learn to adapt. And if you're not adapting and thinking on the fly, you're losing. And the reason why Susie did so well on Brawl is the same reason. Now, Susie doesn't compete, but she was around all of our competitions helping and doing stuff. And Christy, of course, is one of the best to do it right now. She's on fire. And so together, I feel they have way more experience. Another thing is when you own a restaurant, you're not out there going, hey, let's cook some asada. It's like you're not doing a lot of different stuff, You're kind of stuck in this thing. And Jeremy Yoder's great, but he kind of focuses on that Texas thing. I don't see a lot of variety in his page either. So I don't see these guys doing a lot. And these girls can handle whatever's thrown at them. And that's why Susie went so far on Brawl. And that's why they'll take the whole damn thing down. So.
All right. So if you didn't watch yesterday, and I'm just saying this because Double Odd Barbecue was asking the question, Susie and Christy were eliminated yesterday. So the finals is going to be the Canadians and 2M Barbecue. So, 2M is like, I knew they were really, really tough right from the rip of the show. They've won a lot of challenges. They won a lot of Big Burn. I mean, they are absolutely legitimate, but so are John and Connie. So excited to see how this ends up in the finale as we get to it next week. Nevertheless, Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You are shocked at the amount of undercooked chicken that has been on Pitmasters.
Well, you keep reminding us of how many times it's happened. So, yeah, I'll go with that. Sure.
Yes. John, you were shocked, even though you haven't watched an episode, you're shocked to hear me talk about how much undercooked chicken there has been in contests.
Yes, I am shocked to hear that.
Yes. Rusty?
Chicken's done at 145.
No. It's not. Unless you're cooking it at 145 for how long, Doug?
Oh, God, it must be 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, my. All right. Matt, you are surprised at the amount of undercooked chicken?
I am a little bit, and I'll see Rusty's 145 and raise it to 149.
149. All right. Both of you are wrong. And yes, I am completely shocked, as I have maintained over these many weeks, that there's been this much undercooked chicken on these contest shows. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you watched BBQ Brawl.
Yes, I haven't watched the last 2 episodes, but I've watched a good bit of them.
Spoiler alert! My first guess won it. John, BBQ Brawl.
I have not.
Rusty, BBQ Brawl.
What? I didn't know there was a new one on. No. Damn. I gotta watch that.
No? Damn. This is going to ding. I apologize. There it is. Matt, BBQ Brawl.
Not this newest episode, unfortunately. No.
This episode or this season, you mean?
Sorry, this season.
All right. Oh, Matt, I downloaded a special sound effect for you. If you use the wrong word, it's going to go like this. Uh-oh. Oh, stand by. Just played through my speakers. Gotta fix it. It's going to sound like that.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll catch
I love it.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
Doug, did you have something to add?
I apologize. I was thinking the other show. I have watched all of BBQ Brawl.
All right. Very good. Well, then I didn't ruin it for you.
I apologize.
Oh,
I apologize.
Sorry. For me, never seen one episode. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you were shocked that Bob Trudnak won BBQ Brawl.
No, I was not, because Jeff Leininger should have won it before. Remember, he got ripped in the finals.
That's by the way, that's Brad Leininger.
Oh, sorry, Brad Leininger. Thank you.
Jeff might be his brother, but he's not the cook.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right, John, hearing what I'm telling you, even though you've never seen an episode, are you surprised that Bob Trudnak won the show?
I actually knew that he won the show because of his social media feed, and no, I am not surprised at all.
Yes. All right. Rusty, you surprised that Bob won it?
Over Brad Leininger. Now I know. Yeah, absolutely.
No. He did not win it over Brad Leininger. Brad competed in the series before.
Okay.
No, I'm not surprised.
He got jobbed in the finals.
Got jobbed. Again, judging ethics being called into play here. Second time tonight on 2 distinct shows. 100% yes or 100% no. Matt, you're surprised that Bob Trudnak won BBQ Brawl?
I am not. When I went over to say hello to him and others at Heath, a place at Memphis at Heath's cook site, I got a wink when I was asking about it, and so it led me to believe that it was a good outcome for him. So, but no, not surprised at all.
Yeah, me either. Not surprised. Bob, incredibly talented and versatile cook. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you knew which teams are in the finals on Pitmaster's TV show on Food Network.
No, I didn't, because I missed the last 2 of those. Yes.
All right. John doesn't know. Rusty, you know who the 2 teams are in the finals?
Yeah, I'm actually exactly where Doug is. I'm 2 behind, so no.
Oh, okay. No, but you're shaking your head. Yes, you caught me. Matt, you know who the 2 teams in the finals are?
I know who one is. Because you just said both, and I only remembered it, but no, I don't.
All right. No, it is. I do know, because for some reason I've been watching this particular show. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, the BBQ Pitmaster show, the original BBQ Pitmaster show, put KCBS on the map.
I'll say yes to that. Yes.
All right. Rusty, the original BBQ Pitmaster show, put KCBS on the map.
Yes, and also every single person in it.
All right. And Matt, Pitmasters put KCBS on the map.
Oh man, that's a great question. I'm actually very torn. I will say yes.
Yes.
Yes, it put it on the map. It gave more notoriety to it post that show than it had previous that show. So yes, I'll agree with that. Yes.
All right, I'm going to make it unanimous as well, although I was hedging to go on the other side as far as putting it on the map. But I mean, if we were splitting hairs, I would say it certainly pumped up its recognizabilities, and then we could just easily cross over into putting that on the map as well. So let's just say we agree unanimously. No, we won't. John, Pitmasters put Pitmasters put KCBS on the map.
I'm going to go with a yes.
Yes. All right. By the way, that question brought to you by John Solberg. 100% yes or 100% no. The Barbecue Pitmaster show ultimately led to the decline of KCBS. Doug.
I'm going to say yes to that as well.
Oh, all right. John?
I'm going to go with a yes on that one.
Yes. Right. Rusty?
No. I don't think. I don't see how it did.
Matt?
No, a bunch of shitty board members at the time, dude.
The answer is no. They did that to themselves. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug. This year's American Royal will be terrible now that now that it's at its new facility.
I will say yes because it's in the deep of winter.
John,
It's gonna be
American
colder
Royal
than
is going to be
hell.
bad because it's at the new spot.
No, it's not going to be bad. It's going to be great.
Rusty?
No, it's always going to be good.
Positivity. Matt?
I sure hope not, but I'm going to say yes. I
Yes,
think there's going
all
to
right.
be more hiccups. Yes.
Matt and Doug aligning here. I'm going to go with no. Let them prove me wrong. I'm going to say it's going to be okay until it's proven not to be okay. 100% yes or 100% no. There will be an embedded correspondent meetup in 2027, likely at John's Lake House. Doug.
First I've heard of it. I don't think so.
No. Rusty?
Yeah, man. I got the points on my cards. Let's go.
Yeah, there you
All right.
go.
Matt?
See you soon, John. Absolutely, there will
All right. I'm going with a no. And we'll leave it to the guy that might potentially be hosting said meetup. John, will there be an embedded correspondent meetup next year at your lake house?
Magic 8 Ball says highly unlikely.
Yes.
So I'm going no.
John or Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You know what white brisket is?
No, never heard of it.
John, white brisket.
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right. Rusty, you know what white brisket is?
Yes. I don't want to say it because I will ruin it. I'm sure yes.
Okay. And Matt, white brisket?
No, unless it's the one where you use mayo as a binder.
No. I do not know what white brisket is.
It's
so
pork
John
belly,
said
right?
yes. John? Rusty, what do you think it is?
Pork belly.
John, is that correct?
That is correct.
Hey! Look at this guy. Rusty is in the food business after all, which we certainly appreciate. I had no idea that was called white brisket. I've never even heard of it. Just learned it when John asked me to ask it. Doug, you've eaten white brisket.
Yes.
John?
Keep in mind it's pork belly prepared as a brisket.
Oh.
So it has to be cooked as a brisket.
All right.
Yes,
Doug,
so
does that
back up,
change your
Doug.
mind?
When you say as a brisket, to the temperature or the same process?
Cooked whole.
I mean, yeah,
Sliced.
cooked whole.
Cooked whole,
Process,
same
the whole
process.
thing.
Yes.
Right? John?
I'm going with a no.
No. Rusty?
Just did it 4 days ago.
Of course. Rusty has a barbecue business. Matt?
100% yes.
Yes. I'm with Doug. Or I'm with John. No. Definitely have not had that.
It's pretty good.
100% yes or 100% no. This year's Guest Hall of Fame nomination show will be one of the toughest ever, Doug.
Absolutely. I started looking. It's going to be a battle, I think.
John?
100% yes. I'm dreading it.
Yes, we got names that we have tried to get in for what appears to be years still. Rusty?
Yeah, well, since you guys inducted 34th of my list last time, I'm depleted. And I would appreciate, John, if you could send me a study guide before you submit. That'd be fantastic. Thanks.
Matt?
That also is a great question. Yes, it is going to be a very difficult one. Yeah.
Yes, 100% agree with that as well. We are unanimous once again. Couple left here, gents. 100% yes or 100% no. Cracker Jacks over cheesy popcorn, Doug.
No way.
All right. Cracker Jacks over cheesy popcorn, John.
Doug is correct. No way.
Rusty.
You guys are fucking insane. Like, those are the best things ever. Cracker Jacks all day. All day.
Right. Cracker Jacks for Rusty. Matt?
Coming from the baseball and barbecue host and absolutely Cracker Jacks. Absolutely. They're fantastic.
Great. So we are tied up here with the top row agreeing with each other, bottom row agreeing with each other. And I am here to tell you what the correct answer is. Cracker Jack might be the worst thing ever made, perhaps worse than onions. Give me a fucking break. Cheesy popcorn is delicious. It turns your fingers orange. It goes great with Coca-Cola. I mean, all the right stuff. Cracker Jack is nonsense. It hurts your teeth, sticks in your dental work. It ruins the top of your mouth if you don't chew it right. All of it is bad.
1 pound of onions or 1 pound of Cracker Jacks for you?
Can I please die? Is that possible?
Death.
Is death? Can I die? I would rather neither. I mean, at that point, Cracker Jack if I had to.
Are you allergic to the sun too? I am. So
Look at me, Rusty. I'm fucking tan. You're the one that's a pasty gangster for crying out loud.
Whatever.
Allergic to the sun. The sun loves me. 100% yes or 100% no. Don't. You have had Old Tom Gin before.
No, I have not.
No? John, Old Tom Gin.
I have not.
Rusty.
Nope.
I thought for sure. Matt?
Not for knowing it. I do love a Tom Collins, but I love gin, but no.
Not Old Tom Gin? I have had.
Not Old Tom Gin.
Old Tom Gin. Just wondered where that was on the visibility factor for my alcoholics out there. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you have had a classic 50-50 martini. Uh-oh. ESPN update. Who won? Who lost?
Sorry. 50-50. No.
John?
No.
Rusty?
Probably. Yeah, probably. I've drank a lot of shit, man. I don't know. Fucking, someone's like,
Matt,
hey, try this. Like,
50-50 martini.
I have had, yes.
Yes. All right. I have had 50-50 martini, which, of course, is equal parts dry vermouth and gin. That makes it the 50-50. 100% yes or 100% no? No. You think there should be more active conversations regarding Adam Perry Lang's time as Jeffrey Epstein's personal chef?
It's funny you mentioned that.
Is it?
I just can't.
That's funny.
Well, now I agree. It's gone. We don't hear anything about the Epstein files lately, right? But
well, there's a whole other thing.
I digress. I digress, but yeah. I just saw a picture of myself with Adam Perry Lang today. That's why I find that question interesting. But at an event, I would say yes.
Yes. John?
Yes.
Yes. Rusty, you think there should be more active conversations about Adam Perry Lang's time as Jeffrey Epstein's personal chef?
Have we? Okay, forgive me if we've talked about this before, but I have a friend who was a personal chef to Dan. I think it's Dan Kazarian, who's the Instagram guy that would party all the time with 15 girls, all that do cocaine.
Yeah,
he was the big dude. So I was at his birthday party, and he's now like Dante Adams' personal chef from the Rams. And I asked him, I said, Lang was the chef for Epstein. Is there any way he would have not known about anything? And he thoughtfully, he was thinking about it. He's like, to be honest, I don't think there's any way he wouldn't have known something. There's just, even if he was off, I was off on my own little way. I still saw a lot of shit. That's why I quit. And he goes, I just don't think there is a way he didn't know something. And this guy's a legit guy. He's not weird. He's just, he was actually trying not to bring up some shit, but yeah. So I agree that we're not talking about it enough.
Matt, not talking about it enough?
I've never met a person who didn't need to eat, so yeah, yes, there needs to be more conversation about it.
Yes, of course, I agree, and took him out of the Barbecue Hall of Fame back in 2021. I'm not saying that he took part in any depravity, but obviously put eyes on a whole bunch of people that were there, could easily be naming names and talking about a bunch of other stuff, but he refuses to do that for whatever reason. 100% yes or 100% no, Doug. Baseball is your favorite sport to watch live.
No.
John?
If I'm going to watch a sport, it's probably going to be no.
Rusty?
If I'm drinking beer, yes. If not, no.
All right, then it's got to be yes. Matt, baseball is your favorite sport to watch live. Not on television, live.
Just in person, correct?
Yeah, live in person.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm going to go yes, actually. Yeah.
All right.
Longevity of it, absolutely.
I love baseball, but I like live basketball more than anything else as far as sports is concerned. I'm allowed to have an opinion, Doug. 100% yes or 100% no. The Browns' struggles at quarterback is one of the biggest sports tragedies in all of sports history. Doug.
Man, it's starting to get there. I don't think it's there yet, but it's bad.
All right, John?
It's bad.
You don't have to be a sports fan to say yes to that one. Yes.
Rusty.
Dude, it's there, man. That is so sad for that fan base for Deshaun. That's a travesty. That is a slap in your face. I feel bad for all of Cleveland.
Matt?
No? Not in comparison. Not in comparison to the travesty of Miami sports fans when they have a successful season and then their ownership sends all the star players away and they crumble the team. Every major sports team ownership has done it in Miami history, period. It's atrocious. So no, Miami has it worse.
All right. Matt says Miami has it worse. Unfortunately, Matt is wrong. This is easily the biggest sports tragedy that has ever happened. We've had 748 starting quarterbacks since 1999. If you can't have a quarterback,
head coach.
No, it's never the same. It's never the same for anybody else. We are the Cleveland Browns. 100% yes or 100% no. Doug, you run unleaded 88 in your vehicle.
No, I had never heard of unleaded 88. 50%
Really?
ethanol.
John?
No, we don't have it down here. We don't
You have
have
Sheets?
it down here. No, never heard of Sheets.
Oh, all right. What do I know? John,
We have
unleaded
QT
88.
everywhere.
No Sheets and never heard of it until you brought it up. I was going to Google it while you were talking about it.
What the fuck? Rusty?
By the way, going back on that, Miami did scare away Drew Brees. So there's that. Yeah, we have it here, and we use it for our generators.
Hey, all right. Matt? Oh, wait. Would you put it in your car, though?
Whoa.
Maybe. I think
Sure.
I'm one of those ones that are assuming that 91 is the best, and I have now.
I don't even think 91 is a thing. Is it? Is it a 93?
Whatever the high one is.
90.
Whatever the high.
Yeah,
You know what?
87, 88, 93.
I do. The 88's for my
91,
generators.
93.
That's all I know. That's what we put in there.
All right. Matt, 88?
I had the option when I had a previous vehicle, an F-150, and I did put it in there at times, but I'm an 87 guy.
All right.
My current
Go with no. Obviously, open second hour. I'm a big 88 guy, saving $5 to $7 per gallon of gas.
Wait, hold it. Rusty, you're running 88 with ethanol in your generators? That's like a major number.
87.
It's a gas-powered engine, Doug. Takes
Yeah,
unleaded
but
fuel.
it gums up the the generators. I guess if you're using them every day, but if it sits for any time, it gums it up. It's no good. No bueno.
But when you're busy like this guy and
Yeah,
they're just
they're
running,
running.
it's yeah.
Circling
What
the
is
world.
the 88? Is it ethanol? Is it
Is it
e-fuel?
15%?
Is it
It's 15% ethanol.
No,
Yes.
that's E85. That's E85.
No, it's not flex fuel. That's different. Unleaded 88 is a gasoline blend containing 15% ethanol and 85% gasoline, offering a higher octane rating, 88, than the standard regular gas, 87, at a lower cost. Any other questions? Any other concerns?
But it will gum up your generator, I know
but
this
not
for
my
a
car.
fact.
But not my
Yeah.
car.
No, because they're designed for it. Now, I believe that the higher end tuned cars, some of the performance sports cars, do need the higher grades
the
of gas.
93, yeah, I agree with that.
91, yeah. Right. So,
Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. Greg's hair system will play a positive impact in his marriage.
yeah, it's going to be a little more sexy time. The man is going to feel a little more confident. Oh, yeah.
John, hair system love?
I think your situation is already perfect, and I don't think it can get any better. You two are just two little lovebirds in a nest, and you got it going on. You don't need anything.
It's a no for John. Rusty?
What the fuck is happening right now? Like,
what do you mean?
What the fuck is happening right now? What is going on?
I'm setting the mood. You think my hair system is going to have a positive impact on my marriage?
Sure, man. Sure.
Yes.
Just sure.
this
Let's
one
not
is
do
sure.
that one. Again.
Sure.
Let's,
Sure again.
Let's
Yeah,
write that
he
one in the
doesn't know.
notes.
He didn't
Matt?
listen. Yeah.
So long as it's just an additional hair system up top. Yeah, baby. Yes,
All
it will.
Yes. Well, the truth of the matter is, I don't need a hair system to, do well in that, as John was saying. 100% yes or 100% no. Sorry to freak you out there with the music, Rusty. Doug, 100% yes or 100% no. You believe I will ultimately back out of the hair system thing?
No, I do not. I think you are committed to this.
All
This
right.
has been going on for a while, and with the Maddie thing,
Yeah.
You're on it.
John, I'm going to back out.
Oh man, I don't even want to
reigns
take this.
supreme.
That's you live in hypocrisy, and I'm going to go that way just based on that known fact.
Yes.
Yeah, you're backing out.
All right. I love it. We're already at a 50-50 odds. Rusty, I'm going to back out.
I'll say back out. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go back
All right.
out.
Matt,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to back out of the hair system.
I think you're only gonna back out of showing it on video on here if you it's atrocious. I think you're gonna do it. So
it's a no.
my answer is gonna be no. I don't think you're gonna back out, but I think you might back out on airing it in full visibility.
I love how Matt takes so long to answer these simple questions.
That's all right.
I bet Matt has a hard time at running out. He's like, "Fuck, what do I go? What do I get?"
It's important for us to
that's
hear,
the easy one.
Matt needs
That's
to
the
show his
easy
work, like in long division. We got to hear Matt showing his work on how he gets there, which I appreciate. At this stage of the game, I'm not backing out. No, I'm not going to do it. That doesn't mean anything. 100% yes or 100% no.
Buy
And
once,
the
cry
last
once.
question is this, Doug. If I gave you $5 million to have sex with a cow covered in jelly, would you do it?
Is it in private?
Does it matter?
No, there's no.
No. John, jelly covered cow sex for $5 million?
That's the best thing ever come out of Doug's mouth.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm here all week. It's all good.
If it's
John's
not
gonna
private,
die.
no. No, not in public. No.
Rusty, $5 million for cow covered jelly sex.
Dude, even in public, I'm going balls deep on that. Sign me the fuck up.
All right. Good for Rusty. That's a man's man
my
right there.
God.
All man all the time.
No.
Matt,
No.
you're going to have sex with that cow for $5 million covered in jelly. The cow.
All right. Bestiality. Here's my caveat. It has to be $5 million in $2
Yes,
bills.
$5 million. Whatever.
Bang it.
All right.
In there.
Look at these guys. Two maniacs in the bottom. The answer, of
Why
course,
not?
is no. I mean, what kind of maniacs are you? And I understand, but
We're rich ones, bitch.
yes, I know. That's what
Yeah,
the
I was to
Canadians
say,
said
we got
too.
10 million between.
Yeah, that's what the Canadians said too. I disagree with that, but that's all right. We're allowed to have our own opinions, and Rusty and Matt will be 5 millionaires. So good for you guys. Hey, we have No more questions left, but we do have just a brief amount of time for promotion. Doug, what are we promoting tonight?
We had nine unanimous out of 33 questions tonight, which is actually a show record, I would think.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Getting to serious stuff. If you are over 45 and you have not had your colonoscopy, you need to get it. I found out today I'm 4 years and 17 days clean. I passed my last test. I found out today. And then on a happier note, but go get your colonoscopy. I am going to the ACE conference next month. So I'll be the week before we have our next session.
John, what are we promoting tonight?
I just want to take a quick second and thank Rusty for the tie wrap, which actually inspired me to get back on the SM7B, which is actually a microphone that I love very much. So thank you, Rusty. And I appreciate the tie wrap this month more than ever. And I hope I sound nearly as good as you.
Sound great. John or Rusty, what are we promoting tonight?
I'm actually going to go with Doug on that one. As you all know, Doug inadvertently talked me to get my colonoscopy and I found a precancerous polyp. So I would suggest everyone to go do that right now. So I'm going to stick with that one. I think that one's huge, man. That one's I could be in big trouble because I put that shit off. And if you do, you can get in trouble.
Matt, what are we promoting tonight?
I'm oddly going to continue on the health tip, but a different way. Also check your blood pressure. Coming from a guy who was admitted to the hospital with a 240 over 130. Hypertension runs on both sides of my family. I likely could have hit a stroke or a heart attack.
Or
it
both.
was a scare. I'm fine. Or both. I'm on meds now. I see my primary soon. And I'm actually going to, at 41, going to schedule a colonoscopy, although early, but never. And I'm just going to do a full top to body. In addition to that, I am on the road actively with Good Charcoal Sales. If you shamelessly need a charcoal in your restaurant concept out there, holler at your boy. And I will see most likely Greg at Hartville Hardware Store coming up in later September.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Going to be a grill fest.
Wow.
All right. So I'm going to keep on the colonoscopy, except I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to say if you're over 30, convince your doctor to give you a colonoscopy or refer you out. Don't believe for 1 second that 40 is too early or 45 is too early or that you have to get it at 50 or past. Really, at that point, it's too late. And we know more and more people every single day that are sub 50, sub 45, and unfortunately sub 40 that are succumbing to prostate cancer and colon cancer. It's easily detectable. So I'm not saying whatever the greater medical recommendations, shouldn't be followed, but I am seeing statistics continue to come out. This is something that's happening, and it's not happening more to older guys. This is continuing to happen to more and more younger guys. So stay with Rusty. Obviously, stay with Doug because he knows what he's talking about. But ask your doctor, your primary care physician, for a colonoscopy if you're over the age of 30. And if they say no, tell them you absolutely want to do it. You want to stay ahead of it because this is something that you should be staying ahead of. And too many people put it off. And a lot of them pay the ultimate price. Doug?
Yeah, colorectal cancer has become the leading cause of cancer deaths in men under 50.
Yeah, let's go here. Let's take care of that part. It's an easy ask. Don't wait. Don't put it off. What is it? A handful of hours of discomfort, and really discomfort is just shitting your brains out. Get over it. And then they quickly put you out, and you can see very quickly if you have anything to worry about. Like Rusty's a perfect example. He does it. He's got a precancerous polyp taken out of him, and he could have easily continued to put it off. And 5 years from now, when he went or somebody forced him to do it, we could be talking to Rusty, who's in a much worse situation. So if you're a guy out there, get it done, and you'll thank us for it because we know better than you. Yes, Doug.
Yeah, and it is the second leading cause of cancer in women. So it's not just for men.
That's right. Guys, always appreciate the time, and we will
Thank
see
you.
you in September. There they are, the embedded correspondents. And we are late, but boy, do we have a lot of questions. I should do a better job of trimming that up going forward. But hey, it's a wide variety of question or of statement topics that we're trying to really hone in on. As we're cleaning out the poll here tonight, 64% of you would rather have the personal housekeeper doing a deep cleaning every month. Just reading something in the instant chat. All right, so all the way back in the first hour, we had Bob Trudnak from Bob Trudnak's BBQ, current winner of this season's BBQ Brawl on the Food Network. Then we had Darren Warth from Smokey D's Barbecue, SmokeyD'sBBQ.com. And then in the second hour, it was all embedded correspondents all the time. Doug and John and Rusty and Matt for an extended embedded correspondence segment. So, how do I always leave you? September 11th, 2001. I will never forget. And until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, this is your program host and proud U.S. American Greg Rempe saying, Shalom!
Hey, what's up? This is JM, host of the Celebrity Grill podcast on iTunes, and you're listening to the Barbecue Central Radio Network. All barbecue and grilling, all the time.